And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing is Allen on third. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
Let's get that
And he
swing,
takes
y'all.
this one back into the end zone. Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards remain on second down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From midfield, here's Allen. Dancing to his left. Throw left side, it's reeled in by Hamilton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Set back at the 38. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Allen from the gun on third down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Here's 2nd and 10. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On 2nd down now, it's Hamilton. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd down, Hamilton. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach?
Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return. Eagle touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. And you can bet they're reaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up at the 48. And these guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Uncorks one for Davis. Laying out is Davis, and he's got the football. A big play there for Philly.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing on first down is Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Throwing on first down. Willis. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Willis. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. This is caught. It's Woods. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And Woods has it complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Allen again. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Allen. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The kick by Bass is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score a touchdown?
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively and make it even bigger plays in the passing game. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Willis. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Back to throw. Willis. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Philly. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Looking to throw. Willis. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On second down, McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Action. Willis sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On first down, it's Hamilton. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Allen off the play fake. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Not much there, only a yard. Second and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, Willis. Uncorks one for Davis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So nothing doing there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Allen to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, Willis. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit better than that.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. To throw again on second down. Allen. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Anthony Schwartz, 51 yards. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book us. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. To throw again on second down. Allen. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, touchdown. DK Metcalf, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Allen will try to throw for it. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. this Philly offense set to go. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Willis. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Willis. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On 1st and 10, Willis. This is caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. Eagle pressure, too much this time. There it goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Allen.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, gotta have this one. He's gonna let it fly.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. To throw on 3rd down, Willis. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
45, 45. Mike, 45. All day, dog. Check. Crunch.
On 4th down, Willis. And that's going to be caught for Eagles touchdown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And the Eagles season will continue at least one more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Never had no money. I've been out here trying to get me away. Ain't nobody help when I was hungry. Fake friends, they just slipping away. Now I got it, so I ball. Man, like every day. Hey. For all the time nobody helped me, said I ball on you. Man, like every day. Hey. Hey. For all the time you dated, man, I ball. Until the day I pass away, I say I ball on you, man, like every day. Man, like every day. Well, I'll be watching time go by in the ice. Paper flying like a paper plane. I'm trying to get lost in the mansion like a maze. A money tree will take your stress away. Ball on the like every day. Call me coach, gotta switch up plays. Spend a little money, don't care how it's made. Drop top, cook, catch sun rays. Start off without it, gotta get it one day. Doing 200 on the runway. Got a bad chick, she ripping the runway. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Rip out my heart, you a demon. I get the money for real reason. Why everybody come through unpolitely? I ride around in exotic. Wake me up, cause I gotta be breathing. If only my dogs could see this. Never had no money. I've been out here trying to get me away. Ain't nobody help when I was hungry. Fake friends, they just slipping away. Now I got it, so I ball. Man, like every day. Hey. For all the time nobody helped me, said I ball on you. Man, like every day. Hey. Hey. For all the time you dated, man, I ball. Man, like every day. Hey. Until the day I pass away, I say I ball on you, man, like every day. Hey. Man, like every day. My whole team in a huddle, beating the bus.
Back again up in this entertainment for you. Come for my M's, you get this double. Straight to your bubble. In this game because I love the trouble. So watch your tone if you don't wanna rumble. You pop like my Did you forget we know you not with any inch of the real. So stop it. I ain't knocking your little hustle, but watch it. I would hate to hear that loud ooh, chitty bang, chitty bang. Oh, them cannons ring, yes, them cannons ring. Make sure you photo ready when you see the game. I thought I told you lames, we are not the same. Having some fun, while you out on your run. Taking victory laps, I'm in the hood with them ones. Catch me out in Decatur with some meat and potatoes. Waffle House in Atlanta, I hit the blue flame later with them two-tone gators. Who you know gon' face? I see them keep trying, professional imitators. Rep, where's the flag? Now you're making me mad. With 47, get that. You better get back. You pop like my Did you forget we know you not with any inch of the real. So stop it. I ain't knocking your little hustle, but watch it. I would hate to hear that loud ooh, chitty chitty bang, chitty chitty bang. Oh, them cannons ring, yes, them cannons ring. Make sure you photo ready when you see the game. I thought I told you lames, we are not the same. Chitty chitty bang, chitty chitty bang. Oh, them cannons ring, yes, them cannons ring. Make sure you photo ready when you see the game. I thought I told you lames, we are not the same. Chitty chitty bang, chitty chitty bang. Ooh, chitty chitty bang, chitty chitty bang.
I ain't never had no money. I've been out here trying to give me away. Ain't nobody help when I was hungry. Fake friends, they just slipping away. Now I got it, so I ball. Man, like every day. Hey. For all the time nobody helped me, said I ball on you. Man, like every day. Hey. Hey. For all the times you say it, man, I ball. Man, like every day. Hey. Yo. Until the day I pass away, I say I ball. Man, like every day. Hey. Man, like every day. Well, I'll be watching time go by in an icy Cartier. Paper flying like a paper plane. I'm trying to get lost in the mansion like a maze. A money tree will take your stress away. Fall on the like every day. Call me coach, gotta switch up plays. Spend a little money, don't care how it's made. Drop top, cool, catch sun rays. Start off without it, gotta get it one day. Doing 200 on the runway. Got a bad chick and she ripping the runway. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Rip out my heart, you a demon. I get the money for real, no reason. Why everybody come through unpolitely? I ride around in exotic. Wake me up cause I gotta be dreaming. If only my dogs could see this. Never had no money. I've been out here trying to give me away. Ain't nobody help when I was hungry. Fake friends, they just slipping away. Now I got it, so I ball. Man, like every day. Hey. For all the time nobody helped me, said I ball on you. Man, like every day. Hey. Hey. For all the times you say it, man, I ball. Man, like every day. Hey. Until the day I pass away, I say I ball. Man, like every day. Hey. Man, like every day. My whole team in a huddle, beating the bus. I done caught over a gazillion plays. Yeah, a legend now, not in the making. Breaking records, these are things we celebrate. Yeah, it took a L to keep you humble. All that money start coming in lakes. I drive the Rari through the tunnel. I need a passport, I'm riding foreign plates. I ain't never had no money. I've been out here trying to give me away. Ain't nobody help when I was hungry. Fake friends, they just slipping away. Now I got it, so I ball. Man, like every day. Hey. For all the time nobody helped me, said I ball on you. Man, like every day. Hey. Hey. For all the times you say it, man, I ball. Man, like every day. Hey. Until the day I pass away, I say I ball. Man, like every day. Hey. Man, like every day.
I used to burn CDs and pass them around. I used to email the venues and ask them if I could be opening act for the rappers that's passing through town. I used to be the one kids in my city was laughing about. I used to envision everything happening now. I used to ride the bus and listen to Kendrick Lamar. He just liked the video that I made back when I started to study his bars. I like to think that he probably related to someone that's come so far. There's someone that wanted it badly, then when it got it, it turned to a star. Overly dedicated, a title that resonated. I wanna be recognized, I wanna be decorated. Truthfully, back then I couldn't imagine a life where I never made it. Go ahead and let him hate it.
I ain't never had no money. I've been out here trying to give me away. Ain't nobody help when I was hungry. Fake friends, they just slipping away. Now I got it, so I ball. Man, like every day. Hey. For all the time nobody helped me, said I ball on you. Man, like every day. Hey. Hey. For all the time you say it, man, I ball. Man, like every day. Hey. Yo. Until the day I pass away, I say I ball on you. Man, like every day. Hey. Man, like every day.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean and you either float or you sinking. Moment of truth, credit check. You not a fool. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look. Salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion. It's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking. Probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted. Playing all goal, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the real ones could vouch. They thought I was done, but all that doubt. You gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to the my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blow to her budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep, I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG, they gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they compete. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip and retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I broken the system, had to breach it, that's mission impossible, mission completed. Salute when you see me.
Yeah, I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is feedy. I gotta get back to the hood, I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky. She fell in love, deeply. Sleepy, they like what I say, they repeat me. Yeah, look, all this money I be spending on BBs. That's why you gotta salute when you see me.
So I'm back with my brother and together. Don't be too low, no, I need my legs. Coach, please sit him, young dog, can't catch. Send him to the bench, I done lost all respect. I'm gone, I'm on to a deep for me. This ain't come from the league, I got money, take care of mans. Ride to the wheels, don't crash. And I hit whoever, long as we get past. Take it back and pay a touchdown. Whoever thought I have a buzz down. Still sticking to the script, going deep. Still trying to take her, my people. Football ain't all I know, that was all I chose. Back to the road for me. If I provide, don't need how we gon' need that step. Just let a young know that step. I never knew my broke down. Ready to see.
Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the London Monarchs and the Philadelphia Eagles. For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. On the return, it's Taylor. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now a first down throw, Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Now a guy who grew up just south of here across the river, Jonathan Taylor. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now a give to Taylor. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they're going to set the shot at the 42-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off play action. Willis. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
To throw on 2nd down, Willis. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. Off the play fake, Willis. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kyle Pitts there to make the grab. And the Eagles have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it. On the return, it's Taylor. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Fields throw complete there to Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Fields. He's going to look deep for Moore. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Darrell Savage. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off play action. Willis. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. This is Taylor, and 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Willis on the move to his left. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Willis to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Looking to throw. Willis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Steps away to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Fields rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Flushed out right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case,
it got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Christian McCaffrey, 60 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Fields' throw here into the hands of Moore. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. He's going to air one out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Touchdown, Eagles! Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 46 yards. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better...
He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one, 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. One play action, Fields. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields eluding the pressure right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They snap it to Fields. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he's free going down the left side.